board. Here we go. And hold on. Okay. Where do we want to go first? Hold on. And can I do y'all too? I'm gonna do y'all is like y'all are together, right? Like couple?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I was like, are they brother and sister? And they're like, no, they have like this sex vibe. So I'm like, okay, no, they're a couple. So let me okay, let me start looking around like I'm nuts for a second and scribbling a whole lot, and we will see. Hold on. Okay. For you first. Hang on. Hold on. It's for Charlie first. Sorry. Because this woman is like overly doty on you in a good way. Like, oh, like all about whenever they come up and they show that they're touching your face, that means that they loved you a lot. Like, because they get in your personal space for this. Hang on. Are you short?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 5'6".
You are? Okay, sorry, that's not a bad thing. So this is what just happened in my head, and I'll ask you. I'm sorry, everybody's sitting down. So I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm a long noodle, okay? And so she comes up to you, and she's like rubbing your arm, and she's like, oh, like such a good man, like such a good man. And when she looks at you, she's like looking just like either like a little bit above her or like right here. And so I'm like, wait, why is this lady like right here with him? And so that's why I was like, oh, he's like shorter, you know? And so that's how this gets evaluated. Hold on. She comes up and she like wipes a tear from your eye. She's like, don't be sad. I guess there's a lot of like missing with her, or like maybe we missed something out on that. I don't know. We'll get into that. Says, hold on. Wait. Yes, do I remember him? Yes. Why would it be a question of remembering him? Hang on. Good. Wait, what? Was she born in a village? It's weird. Like it's almost like I'm in like a place not here, and it's like everything is concrete, and I have no idea why everything is concrete or something. And she, hang on. You were just little when she passed. You were little, but you're not even that old right now. Hang on. She has a lot of respect for you. I feel like for some reason you should be a musician. I have no idea why. I don't think you are, but you have like this vibe of musician about you for some, like it's just this flow, and it's probably because you have a lot of Pisces or Cancer underneath you, and we'll go and look at that because there's this like this ooh thing. That's very hold on. You play on the computer a lot?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I was like, what does he like to do? And she's showing me, she's making me hear. and I'm like, okay. Hold on. Was her English like not good or something?
Yes, if it's
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in my family.
Okay. Yeah, it's like this Maria lady, correct? Yeah. Okay. She's like talking about, she says like, sorry. And then she says like, my English isn't good. I'm like, well, English doesn't matter. And I don't know. I mean, but we obviously speak something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And she, do you guys live far away from his family?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So she points at her. I said, what else do you want to talk about? She points at her and she goes, she took him away from our family. And I'm like, but like there's no negativity about it. She's just benching it. And she's talking about how it's almost like, well, this is not bad. Like you're too good. And I don't know what that means. It's not bad. It just means like you're doing really, really well for yourself, or you're like trying to like bring yourself up a whole lot. She's talking about you went to college. Hold on. Okay, it's talking about colegio, so college or whatever this is.
Mm.
It's talking about how, hang on, hold on. I really want you to have sun for some reason. I don't know why. Hang on. She's all into babies. This is weird. I like this. She's all into talking. Y'all don't have kids yet, correct?
No.
Okay, sorry. She keeps doing this and handing like a blue bundle and saying like babies. And I'm like, can we stop it with the babies? And I was like, they already have one. And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, fine. And she, hang on. She's talking about like didn't want you to see her like that. So she either was like really sick or just failing or something like that. And it's like,
Mm. Yeah, I mean, if it's who I think it is, uh she got too much anesthesia or something, and she was basically failed. She was at the hospital.
gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gone because she keeps. So this is what she's talking about. I ask her. I go. What happened to you? What happened to you? And she keeps pointing at her head and she keeps going like this. And that doesn't always mean she's crazy. That means that we're out of our mind or like we're not understanding, or that also could mean like maybe we slipped into a coma or maybe we're incoherent. That's a whole nother
Right.
thing that happens with that.
Yeah.
And hold on. Okay, you were there to see her in the hospital like this?
No, no, I was at school when it
Okay,
happened.
so that's that. That's that. Okay. So one of the things earlier, now she was talking about like didn't want him to see me like this. So it's like that separation thing. But then she's talking about having people come up and hold her hand or hold her arm. And so I like that for me would just be a feeling. She hold on. They're like traking her or something, or they like have all this stuff in her because she's talking about throat and how much it sucks. And she, hang on, was she one that like partly raised you?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She keeps taking you under her wing, like almost like a mother duck would, like come here, come be with me, come do this.
Yeah.
She's so kind. She like outreaches her hand to you. She's like
Mhm.
right there. She hold on. She's telling me, okay, so I'm guessing you either have a lot of cousins or something like that. I don't know. She's like, go play with your cousins. Like she's just like saying this. Go play.
Yeah.
Go, hang on. She always wants you to look nice. She always wants you to be very responsible. She keeps like putting you in like this cute little like Oxford shirt, like readjusting you or something. I don't know. She has you as a little kid right now. You're a darling little child, by the way. Um what you keep saying like I love you, Nana. I hope you're proud of me. And she's like, duh. Um
Mhm.
she didn't say duh, but like that's the expression in my head. It's like, like that. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She hold on. She's showing me smoke. Was she Catholic?
She was.
You know the little pendulum that has the smoke coming out of it?
Yeah, that
She's like
smells.
doing this over her body. And I'm like, what are we doing? What is this? And it's like, oh, and then I'm like, all right, this is good. This is Catholic all the way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Hold on. I like all of their rituals. I like all their rituals. Hold on. Wait. She's like, you think you make a good hold on. Did y'all elope together?
Us?
Yeah, did y'all get quickly married or something?
I mean, we quickly got together and moved
Yeah.
in. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm looking. Okay, she says for her, she says she would make a great wife, right? And then she's talking about how y'all progressed really quickly. Like everything happened, boop. And so I'm like, did they elope? Like, how does this happen? Okay, so that's what that is. Hold on. Did y'all find each other online?
No, that was a
How did that work
previous
out?
relationship, but
Huh?
That was a previous relationship before her.
Oh, okay. We don't want to talk about that
No,
one.
we met at a bar.
We met
Oh, see, that's even better. Well, I can one up you. I met my second husband on Tinder, and he's in there cooking me dinner right now. So,
Nice.
and after 2 weeks, we moved in together, and now 5 years later. So don't even, ain't no shame in your game. Hang on. Wait. Why are you? You have to like manage your mother. Like all I hear is like, man, I don't know what this is. Like mom is a really, really good person. Hang on. Are you the oldest son?
No, I'm actually the youngest.
Are you really? There's something about you being like, she's just making me hear this over and over again. Like mom, 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 mom. So for me, that's almost like this managing or like trying to make sure she's okay and like calm her down at the same time.
I mean, that's true. I mean, like for my older siblings, I manage them too. Like I try to be the peace in the family.
Okay, so that's why it's like mom, 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 like that type of thing. And I'm like, oh, this is exhausting. So no wonder you moved away. I totally get it now. And she's the one that would keep everybody in line, and then she like died, and like that. She keeps showing me a spoon like that, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, she would give a beat down on my mom when she was little.
Well, she literally has like this wooden spoon, and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing, and she's
everything.
Everything, chanclas, you name it. She wait, where are you from? Hang on, hold on. She had like a hard life growing up as a girl. She had very hard life. She says very hard life as a girl. Like we're either poor or we had a lot of brothers that would like were assholes to us or something like that, or a lot of men were assholes to us.
Yeah.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
Hold on. Yep.
Yeah. She goes, I said, so what? She's like, they're all dead. I'm like,
yeah.
Wait. You know, it's interesting. Like are they like from Mexico?
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
Okay. You're really light complected. That's why every single one of my boyfriends was from Mexico or Colombia. And so you to me would feel more like Portuguese or something, honestly. And I said, where are you from? Mexico. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, that's not okay. Hold on. She was wait. Very proud. You better be. I kind of want you to be. Are you really into EDM, or were you really into EDM?
EDM is
like the techno.
Not necessarily. I don't. Maybe like the music. Like when I was younger as a teenager, I'd like the dance pop songs or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why she keeps like talking about. I think the whole thing with this is she keeps trying to bring back their culture with you. She keeps trying to bring back all the culture. I don't know why. I think she wants you to like be more into it or be more proud of it or be more, because she's all about it, you know? And wait, where do you live at now that there's not a whole lot of Hispanic people? What's going on with that? Where are you at?
I mean, I live in Sacramento, so I mean, it's pretty diverse, but yeah, I'm not surrounded by a bunch of.
Okay, no wonder. Okay, no, I've been to Sacramento. I am in Houston, Texas. I am in the middle of it. That's why everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Yeah, it's diverse, but it's definitely not where you can go to like a good taqueria on the street or anything like that. Hang on. She's so no wonder. Okay. I asked her about that. I go, so what about culture? And she's like, oh, there's like not a lot. And so I put her in I was like, they must be in Texas. They sound like they're from like that area. And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know where they're at. And then she's talking about it being cold. And I'm like, so no wonder, because it gets like that up there. This is how quickly things are happening in my head. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, no, did you? But y'all are from Southern California?
Yes. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I ask her, I go, so where were you all from? Like, where did I go? And I'm like naming all these states where it's hotter. And she says no. Like she brings me all the way down to the bottom. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hold on. Did my tree lights just really get bright? And then I anyways, hold on. Maybe it was my eyes. And then weird things have been happening in here today. I don't know what's going on. She oh my God, wait, so her husband is gone as well.
Yeah, he went missing at some point when she was younger. He went missing. They don't know actually what happened to him.
It's like, so what? So that's an interesting thing we're talking about this, bringing it up. She puts him as like, we got, it's gonna be very random. Did they happen to live like on or like near a very large open plot of land, like a ranch or something like
They
that?
did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's talking about how so I'm chatting with her here. She's in my head, and she shows this gentleman like walking out on like this best way I can describe it is ranch or like open, almost like deserty field type of looking thing. And like we get murdered.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. They thought that happened to him, but they didn't know.
But we get it's like we walk out, we leave, and then we're gone. And so what it is, it's like we get murdered, we get shot, we get taken out by these people, and then we're like literally left for dead and nobody can find us. Like that's it. It's not the fact that he went missing, it's the fact that somebody killed him. And hold on. Do you get really bad headaches?
Yes, bad migraines sometimes.
Okay. Okay, I think you may be in a reincarnation of your grandfather. So, anyways, that's a whole nother thing. So, yeah, hi, fun. Only reason I say that right now is because I go, how did he die? What happened? And he goes, she says, I always align with him, so she aligns with you a whole lot. So like there's this big tie of like, I love you, I love you, I love you no matter what thing. And then she shows him getting shot in the head. She shows him laying down, he dies, and then she points to you on your head and she shows hurts. And so I say, do you have headaches a lot? And so that's why this ties in. Anyways, there you go. That's a lot to take in for a second. Hang on. Yeah. It's just a normal day in the life here. Hang on. And he likes you. He's like talking about how you're so strong, so strong, so strong. She wait. Who was named after him?
I'm sure a lot of kids. I mean,
it's not you.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. He's talking about how I said, so what happened with him? Do we have any memories of him? And she's like, oh, they're named after him. And I'm like, oh, him. And she's like, no, because that's another similarity. And so I'm like, okay. And it's like, boom, 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 boom. And he was older than her already, though. Like he was already older than her. Okay. Like she's like a girl and he's like an adult, like a man. Not, I mean, maybe like 10 years, like that's what I would say. But anyways, it's like that type of thing. And because she shows his hands like weathered or older, and she's like this younger, pretty thing. That's a
yeah.
Hold on. I like her. It's have y'all been together for what, like 6 months, or how long has it been now?
7.5 years.
7.5 years.
Really? Okay, she keeps showing me 6. Weird. Okay, I'm sorry about that. She keeps showing me, so this is the only reason I say that. I said, what do you think? What do you think about her? And she goes, I like her. Like too soon. I don't know what too soon means, besides the fact of maybe they're talking about moving and living together. Y'all have a dog together?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Hold on. You'll see, it's called Squirrel. It's like getting information. That's like your life. That is your life. That is your child. Yeah. Are y'all thinking about getting it a friend, or do you already have 2?
Yeah, we've been thinking of getting a friend.
We're actually thinking of getting her a friend. Yeah.
Getting her a friend. Perfect. Okay, cool. Because they're talking about this one. like we rescued him or something. I have no idea what this is, but it's like we saved him or something, and it's like, oh, are you lonely? You must be lonely. Oh, let's get you a friend. And I'm like, was this a thought that like just happened, or are we thinking about this too? And you like have a harness for her and everything and like take her walking. I'm like, that's your child. That's interesting. Hang on. It's like, that's daddy's girl all the way. You love her, but that's yours. Sorry. She's talking about it. Now we're talking to the dog. By the way, dogs have thoughts.
We mentioned that actually about she's like daddy's girl, like just like before this.
Really? Yeah. They keep saying, I'm daddy's girl. I'm daddy's girl. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh my God. Wait, or what type of breed is this? So we have a larger head. What is this?
German Shepherd Husky. She's only 40 pounds, but she has big ears and
okay, so it's a larger dog. So what they're showing me, I was like, what type of dog is it in my head? And they're showing it to where when we can grab it with the face and do like this, so it's not like this tiny little shit dog, you know? And yeah, hold on. So proud. She's so proud. She's so proud. But we still like teeth and chew a lot. I don't understand that.
She's a good chewer, that's for sure.
She's doing this. Like, I'm asking her, what does she like? What is this? And we're showing like
pretty much.
All this stuff. I'm like, okay. Wait. Very like wants another friend, but is going to be very annoyed. Make sure you get a male dog.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, don't do a female just because she'll be very, very annoyed with it because she's very protective of you and
she's daddy's girl.
all the way. All of the way. And when I'm asking the dog now. So your grandmother is helping with the dog. The dog's not dead, but obviously, but hold on. Are y'all still renting right now?
Yes.
Okay, so dog is talking about when we get a bigger place. And I'm like, oh, okay, when is that? And it's like, we really want a yard, but I don't know if that's like a thing.
It's true. Yeah, that's exactly what we've been talking about.
Very excited about this bigger place. So y'all been discussing it, so they know about it. Like, that's a whole thing. Wait, hold on. You're like the king of the finances, though. You're like, why? I mean, y'all both like go back and forth with each other. That's the whole thing. You both have your little cool whips. Hang on. So you really buy a lot of downloadable content?
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
Or y'all are into Amazon. It's gonna be one
Amazon. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Sorry. They keep showing like it would be like click right buying, and it's like, well, it's only this little thing, you know, it's only this little thing, you know? And so I'm like, this is either DLC or this is something to deal with Amazon. We're obsessed with it. So hang on. So yeah, so know that your grandmother hangs around you and she loves you and there's no hard feelings and there's nothing. And she would talk to your dog. So yeah, I mean,
awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for her or anything?
I guess, yeah, what you said earlier in the beginning about wiping my tears after she passed, I like bawled my eyes out like crazy. So I think like in that moment, you know, just thinking about how she would try to comfort me in that sense. So yeah, no, I think she definitely hangs around me. I mean, I feel like she's come up in multiple, like, you know, I was in Rhode Island and we did like this little seance thing, and I feel like she popped up there, and I was like, you know, she's never been outside of California. You know, she was like old Mexican lady, and she was my great grandma actually, but she raised my mom as if she was like my grandma.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is a thing. What were you doing a seance in Rhode Island? You know, it's a crazy haunted, like negative area.
It's the best place to do it.
I know people. Yeah. Well, when people are just like, you know, I was taking a trip from Houston and we drove all the way up to Maine. It was a 60-day thing. And they have I mean, it's different. Like in California, yes, there's like Spanish and Indian and missions and stuff like that. And that's cool. But up in that area, there is some dark shit that I won't even touch it. I won't even touch it because it just, yeah. Well, my friend, they were like, go to this asylum. It's great. I didn't know anything about it. Went there, thought I died. Anyways, finding it was on ghost hunters and all this stuff. And the lady's like, take a flashlight, go have a good time. And I'm in there like, you know, because you can feel it. And anyways, back to this. Oh, I love it though. It's so great. Just the rush. It's amazing. And there's still people. Hold on. You get all your little EVP things and everything like that? You did that? Who has the EVP stuff?
I mean, her little sister is very involved in that realm. So I don't know if she has EVP, but she was the one leading the seance.
Okay. She's talking about how it's like, she gives me, like where it's like we talk out of a box or something like that. So it's like bop, bop, or whatever this is. So I want you, hang on, what is your little sister's name?
Jonna.
Hang on. Let's see. Give me a second. So FYI, next time, and if she wants to learn some stuff about this. So they use your energy, right, to power. Whenever you channel, what happens like with me and you right now. So I am here, you're there, energy doesn't care, spatial, right? It just is there. But you have an aura and energy about you, and I do too, and then I connect to you, and then you always have 2 or 3 people around you, and so they're connected to you. I always like to always say it's like almost like a cable, like a channel, right? And so that energy or that vibe goes through, and it creates this cute little circle effect, and so that's how you channel. When you do a seance all the way and you're not protected or you're not like inside channeling, what you're doing is you're just allowing whatever is out there to like attach and suck it dry. And so always make sure afterwards that you cleanse, or my favorite word for anything after that is leave me the fuck alone. So why is that? Why would I say that versus being nice? It's because it's all about intention. And no, stop, please sounds a lot different and feels a lot different than bam, 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 right? And so it's that intention to push it away. So make sure you always do that. Hang on. So the sister she claims to be like this witch thing, like curses and hexes and stuff like that too.
I don't know if she's cursing anyone that I know.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. So the grandmother is talking about like, it's ugly, like Tufeo or something like that. Not she's ugly, but she's talking about like how it's like negative or something like that. I don't know what that is. So maybe she's not coming from the version of light. Maybe she's coming from an area of more like darkness in a way, but not evil. It's like if you come from a lower vibration instead of a higher one, you get different results. And so hold on. Okay, so your little sister has a boyfriend right now, and like she pulls him into that or something. Hang on. Who's the one that has the little baby? Who's the one that just had the baby or something, or the little baby? There's like a 2-year-old involved here somewhere, and I have no idea. It's not for y'all. I have no idea. And she's talking about this baby coming in. I have no idea. Like that's. Hang on. I'm trying to see where she's making that message go to. Hang on. Very, very active. Very, very active. What do you mean by that? Hang on. Okay, so the seance thing and stuff like that for her is like a side hobby. That's not a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I asked her, I was like, is she in like ghost hunters? Like, what does she do? Is like she part of a paranormal society and stuff like that? And she's talking about, no, it's like the side job. I don't know where she's getting in like a 2-year-old. That's what I call a baby. I don't know where that's coming in from. I don't have a place for that. Who is married to, maybe this could be his personality too, but I don't think so. Who is married to like this really big guy? Is somebody married to like this really tall, big guy, or like just this really big guy? It's like kind of like
my grandma Barbara.
There's a person. It's like, so she's talking about this guy, and it may not be for you, it's just this lady's coming through, so I'm going to stand up. She's talking about how she's married to this really big guy, and like that would be almost like a bodyguard type of thing that would look to her. And we're like talking about this person. I don't know. Hold on. And it's like oval face, longer nose, it's like you could make him out of ovals. I don't know. We'll get more into that in just a second. So tell her to be careful. She's a loving soul. She's a great person. Hold on. Does the sister live over there now? Okay, I ask, I go, what are they doing over there? She lives over there. I was like, oh, okay, hang on. Why does she live over there?
It's school.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, hang on. All right, let me go back over here. Let me get out of that realm and figuring that out. That's a whole nother going over here. Hang on. Hold on. She is a, going back, I just want to finish this up because she's giving you little advice, and then I want to go over here. She's telling you you need to pray more.
I could see that. I could see that.
You said, okay. I go, she's like, no. And I'm like, wait, what? She's like, one more. And I'm like, okay, what? And she has like a cross and she's rubbing it. And she's like, he needs to pray more. And I'm like, okay, I'll tell him to do it. Okay, right. It is a thing. Meditation, prayer, it's the same thing, all the thing. It's just aligning your soul to something for good. Hang on. And why is it? I guess that goes along with your head. She's talking about how you like to say that you're a friendly guy. I don't know why. It's talking about how you've been like too dark or something. It weighs heavy on your mind. Too dark, weighs heavy on your head. Too dark. Like that's what she keeps saying. And she, be happy, smile, be happy, smile. That's what she's saying. Hoo. She says, it's like almost like you're fed up with the world, but you're okay. Like you're indifferent with it. It's like, exactly. Like that. Yeah. And she's like, be happy, smile. Like, so it's like, get excited about it. Hang on. I also feel like you're a much more creative person underneath the surface than you give yourself, right? Like,
it's true.
You have like this artist type of vibe about you, and I don't think you express it enough, and I don't think you let it go enough, and I think that would really bring you a lot more peace in your life. But I also feel like you're super critical of yourself and what you do, and if your work would be shit, and so then you feel like, oh man, why do I need to even put this out? And so can you stop doing that? You're probably a Virgo somewhere as well, and so you're very anal about things. It's like and so your dog is your child, and get another one. It's going to be another male. And can you look into getting something like it's going to be another mutt, but can you do it almost feels like it may be like part pit bull and like, or boxer, and like right around, it's like one of those ones that like part like pit bull and boxer and like German Shepherd, because it has that big face, but it's a smaller size dog. It's not as big as German Shepherd, but it has like that darker color on it. That's another thing. Wait, before I go over here to you, because I want to see this, because I want to pull this up and I want to look at you, and then we're going to go over here. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure if I don't get everything out, I hop back and forth. When I want to look at your chart, and then I'm going to get yours at the end, and I'm going to compare y'all. When is your date of birth?
Mine, June 30th, 1990.
Okay, hang on. Let me go here. And then, do you know what city you were born in?
West Covina, California, at 3:08 a.m.
You are Southern. You really are. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do that. Interesting. Okay. No wonder you're hard on yourself. Exactly. Oh my God. Have you done your chart before?
Yes, I have, but it's so hard to interpret the whole thing. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna, while I'm here, let me do it for both of y'all. That way we can just put it here together and I can show you. So number one, whenever I talk about charts, whenever I talk about signs, we as people, we're stupid. And so we like to assign frequencies and energies as using an animal face because that's fun, right? And so that also makes it to where people are like, I'm a lion. I'm like, no, they're talking about a frequency, but we're dumb. And so this is what we do. And so what it is that you are this beautiful composition of music and you have all these different notes on you, i.e. all these different signs, right? They're all weighted differently. You don't play them all at the same time and at the same tune. And so we have this beautiful composition of music, which is you. And when we get with somebody else, they are also this beautiful composition of music. And just like when we put two songs together, remix them, sometimes they sound great. Sometimes there may be a little bit of a tweak, and sometimes it may sound like absolute horseshit. And so this is showing you what are your vibrations, what is this person's vibrations, how do we make it better, is it not going to work out, you know, that whole thing. And it also lets you understand yourself a little bit more. What about you, my dear?
April 4th, 1990.
Okay, hang on. And do you know where you were born at what time?
Sacramento, California at 3:29 a.m.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so here is that. Sorry, I know I'm like the least dark person for a medium you will ever meet, but I want to bring a new light that like this isn't scary. Like it's just love, you know?
Exactly.
And they're right, and they're with you all the time. Like it's nothing scary. No wonder she made you go, oh Judas. Hang on. So y'all, okay, so let me tell you about this. So real quick. So sun sign, we're going to go with you first, and we're going to go with her, and then I'll show you. So your outer personality is a Cancer. So, right. So that's why you like to stay at home. That's why you have a moon face. That's why you're paler too, because you go along with the moon. If you want to look into something really interesting, look into Chinese face reading. That is how your soul is aspected on your face. It's a 2,000-year-old art. And that's what they used to choose Roman emperors and every single Chinese emperor too. Very, very cool. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of books on it. I learned the whole thing and it's great. And so you're a Cancer. Then your inner emotional state is a Libra. So no wonder I keep talking about art. So I'm also a Libra moon, but I'm also a musician, and I painted these things and I did all this cute little decorating shit. And a lot of times we're really, really critical of ourselves. But if we don't do something to create, we tend to get very dull. We'll get very gray. We'll get very like that whole thing. And so because you're a Cancer, you're just like, well, I'm just going to sit at home and wear fuzzy socks and eat noodles. I don't care. Like that's what they do. Love a good Cancer. Your communication style is also in Cancer. So nice, loving, the person that always call, and that's also with your Libra, right? So your emotional state is in Libra. So you're the one in the middle telling, you know, trying to make sure everybody's happy. Mom, brothers, sisters. That's why you're in this weighted area. And your communication style is in Cancer. So that means that you don't know how to tell anybody shut the hell up until they've already pushed you over the edge, and then they ask you, why are you mad, bro? So it can be and then you're like, but I am. They don't take you seriously. Another thing is that your love sign, so how you want to be loved, is in Gemini, which means you don't know how to be loved, because you want it this way, then maybe we want it this way, and maybe I like it here, but maybe I don't. I want to talk, I want to communicate, let's share our feelings, but not really. So it can be like this back way. It's really, really, really fun. Air signs are very inquisitive. Now, the only thing that can be with you is that you have this Cancer, so it's this loving, nurturing, I want to take care of you, but you want to do it your way. And the other thing about this is when you have an air sign in the love sign, because I do too, I have a Libra in that part. When we get with a partner, usually we get with somebody that is really, really loving, and they sometimes want to hear it all the time, and we go, but I'm with you, like you should already know, like I already told it to you like last week, are you okay with that, you know? And so they're like, why are you not being so feeling? And you're like, I'm here, you know, but it's because you're showing your love by being there, being present. But sometimes people need to hear it. The other thing is that your Mars, so how you fight, your sex, and your drive is in Aries. So no wonder this happened very quickly. Mine happens to be in that exact same thing. And look what I did. Woo! And so it's this fun, intense, like, type of like masculine thing with this cooler, like Cancer, I want to relax. So you'd be a really cool person to be a musician or an artist, because you have this fire of inspiration. It's quick, it's intense. And then you kind of like, I like it. It's like an active volcano, and it's great. And now the other thing too is your ascendant, so your outer personality, what you are giving the world. And usually when you meet somebody, especially if you're younger, you have your ascendant as your first person you meet. That's your ego. And as you get with a person, like you see couples that have been married 20 or 30 years and they go, I don't know who I'm married to now. And it's because their ascendants match up. That's their ego. And as that ego dies, they're left with this person. They're like, who the hell is that? Because that's not the person they married. So your outer persona is in Taurus. We were talking about that, right? And so it's this heady, intense, driven, yes, I'm going to get there, I'm going to do this, God, I'm going to be man, right? But underneath it, you're just like this lighthearted, relaxed hippie, and I really like it. That's driven, like, let's smoke some pot and have some good food. Now the other thing too is your Lilith, and so this is why she keeps telling you, be happy, be happy, be happy, smile, and now I see it why. So your Lilith is your shadow side. This is the side that we need to try to work away from. So that's in Scorpio. So that means don't be too secretive. Don't hide your feelings. Don't be too angry and too moody too quickly. And don't get all in your feels to where you feel like nobody else can pull you out. Okay, because they can, and they can find your ass and bring you out. Don't think that you're too secretive and good for others, okay? And then the other thing is that your North Node, and this is why I say, man, you need to be in art, is because your North Node is in, so this is what you're trying to become in life, that is in Aquarius. And Aquarius are natural artists. They have to create. They are very intuitive. They love computer stuff. They love getting on technology. They love just the glass is always half full. So like bubbly sunshine shooting out your ass wherever. So that's what you're trying to get to. So no wonder she keeps saying, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now with you, my dear, you're the exact opposite, and I see why he likes you. So so your outer personality is in Aries. We already know about that. It's really cool that when a water sign gets with a fire sign, because they both balance each other out. So I'm a Scorpio, and then my husband's an Aries, and so we both hate and love each other at the same time, but he will pull me out of my dreary state and I'll make him calm down and think correctly. And so Aries is all, obviously we know, is like, yeah, now. But then why do you have this cooler state behind you? Why do you have this more like, vibe? So your moon sign, this is why you have this long hair that looks like a mane, is in Leo. So that's so you see all these girls that have these really long, they all have Leos. Then the bigger, the more, because that's like their mask behind them. And so when you have a Leo in the moon, which is all about, tell me I'm wonderful, I am great, I did this for you, I love you so much, what are you telling me? But then you have Libra, which is him, which is just like, okay, man, like, yeah, I love you, like, yeah. And they're like, you didn't admire me more, and I'm going to like the most extreme, right? You didn't tell me I'm pretty today. And the Libra's like, you are? That's why I'm with you? People can get very butthurt very easily, but he's more dry, you're more intense, but you also like try to like shower him with gifts and compliments and everything, but because you want that back, and he may not get there, but they love you. They love you, and they love beautiful things, which is why he loves you. So your communication style is in Taurus, and his is in Cancer. So these are both the ultimate stalemate of I'm not going to talk to you, I'm mad at you. And so what will happen here is y'all are both steadfast, you're both true, you're both on the same level of wanting to ground and create a family and creating a really good home and a really good well-being, and like absolutely perfect. I love it. But y'all can just be like, I'm going to my room. Me too.
Yeah.
And like, that's what will happen. And like both will just cut the other one off. The reason why you guys work really well too is your Venus, like I said, is in is in Gemini. So air, thoughtful, right? Back and forth, back and forth. And then her love sign is in Aquarius. So another air sign. So it's like we both can talk, and like how she's trying to bring you out and get you happy, right? What are you trying to become? Oh, you're trying to become an Aquarius. So you're with her. So you're seeing a fraction of yourself in her that you want to be, and this is why we're together. It all makes sense, right? It just means you need to do like light fun things together. Like it's exciting, like let's take pictures on Instagram getting like $19 milkshakes, like fun, right? That would be a thing. Now the other thing too is that her Mars, so her fighting style, her drive and sex, is in Aquarius as well. So we don't like to fight, but when we do, it's very communicative, all over the place. And you're in Aries, so you're like, fuck you, do you want to go to lunch? And she's like, what? You know, so it can be this very fun, but like when you get pissed, if she comes after you, it's gonna light your fire more because you're air. So you're like stoking it. So you're like, come on, bitch, get more angry. Do it. I dare you. And like he explodes and you're like, ah, that was fun. Ah. Like, so that could be a thing here. So this would be funny in confrontation, but it would also be very cool, like in like the sexual area, like boom, on fire, right? And then the other thing, this is why you guys met each other and you liked each other. So his is a Taurus ascendant, so that's an earth sign, and then yours is a Capricorn. So both of y'all are like, I'm driven, I'm strong, I'm creating my own business. Do you like me? I do. Let's do it. And then you realize that at the end of it, you're like, we're just quirky little people that love each other. Like, it's wonderful. Now, the other thing too is this is why y'all are also in a karmatic pairing. So your Lilith as well, my dear, is in Scorpio too. So like, let's not hide our feelings and get moody and move away from each other and use like shitty words back at each other to try to hurt each other. Like that would be a bad thing, right? We're best friends. That's why we're together. That's why we love each other. And then your North node, just like your love sign and your Mars, is also in Aquarius too. So he's learning to be like you and you're still learning to be like yourself, which is great. So you're still finding yourself. And so this why this goes together. Yeah, the communication would be the main key here for anything. And as long as you realize that you both are on your same team the entire time, like that's great. I don't know. I love this pairing. I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I know I haven't seen a 10 out of 10 in a very long time, and it's so refreshing. It's so bad when no, seriously, because you feel things in relationships, you can sense it, they talk about it, and then you go and you physically look at the chart and you're like, oh, that's why. Oh, I gotta tell them about that, you know? So hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and zone out for again and get out of my quirky mood for a second. And I wanna see if I can, oh, there we go, hang on. So whenever you start to channel and you get it, it almost feels like a light bulb turns on. It's like, on, hang on, hang on. She's gonna help me. Hold on. This woman is offering you cookies. I don't know why. She's very dainty. She likes things done a certain way. Did she end up having like a little bit of a hunchback or something? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So when she's walking, I'm physically seeing her. Like yours, I heard the entire time. This woman is coming up, and I wish my camera was higher. She's like coming up and she has like this little bit of this thing, and she's like, well, what would you like? You know, like this, and like she's like walking very, very, she's small. This lady's small. Hang on. Hold on. Did she have mind issues or dementia issues or something?
I think this might be my grandma Barbara.
There's a lady here that has like dementia issues or something, and she's talking about like, I didn't lose my mind yet, like that. And I'm like, okay. And hang on, maybe not in that animated voice, but you know what I'm saying. Hang on, wait. You live further away from Barbara than you did Virginia?
Yeah, still kind of close though.
Yeah, it's weird. She's talking about, oh, they live far. I was like, well, can you tell me anything else that's delineating between us? She's like, oh, she lived farther away from me than she did her. I'm like, oh, okay. She says, so Virginia was your favorite, though.
We were a lot closer, yeah.
She goes, what she said. She goes, I know she was your favorite, but I'm still here. So I was like, oh, okay. Hang on. So Barbara's dad's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's talking about, I go, well, what side are you on? What side are you on? She's like, the father or something like wasn't out there seeing us or something as much. I don't know. Like there's that split there. And so I'm like, okay, so this goes along with dad. talking about giving them everything they want. It was just hard for me. I don't know, maybe she was like strapped financially or something. She wishes she would have spent more time with the kids. So that means you have siblings.
Mm.
Do you have like a troubled brother or something?
No brother.
Weird. It's like this troubled individual. Feels masculine energy. That's why I'm like, what is this? Hang on. Come here. Where are you going now? Hold on. Charlie, do you like to cook?
Yes.
Okay, so she's in your kitchen. And she says you like to cook, but you need upgraded stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know y'all are like looking, y'all are like, what? I'm sorry. She's like in this kitchen and I go, what are you doing here? And she's like, they like to cook, but she needs upgraded stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll let them know that. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So now the other one shows up. So what will happen is that one is an anchor and then the other one will come into, and it's almost like they feed off of each other. And now exactly at this moment, my camera decides to go fuzzy. Oh my God. Hold on. There we go. There's the warm hug. There's the warm hug. Gives it to you. Hang on. It's all about you coming up and giving her this hug and then her coming around and doing this. And she's like a petite lady in my head with like little hips. I don't know why. And she, hold on. Like whenever you give her a hug, there's a whole thing of like having her head or having her arm around your hair. And it, like the tug is so tight that it like lifts up your hair a little bit. I don't know why she's giving me that image. Hold on. You were able to say goodbye to Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. She says, I said, is there something you want to talk about? I was like, was there any like closure issues? She's like, no, they were able to say goodbye. I'm like, okay, good. What are they doing with her house now? She says, I don't know what they're doing with my house now. What's going on with it?
Oh, that's an excellent. Yeah, my sister and I, we inherited our house and it's a whole thing. And I actually had a dream about her recently of talking about the house. And,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, it's not gone or anything. She goes, so what are they doing with the house now? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't know. What are y'all doing with the house now? Hold on. She's talking about like it's not good enough to like dump money into it to like redo it or something like that. She's talking about that. She says it's not good enough to dump money into it. She has this, for me, she makes it look really decrepit. I don't think it actually does, but that's like an extreme in my head. And then she says, but they don't want to live there. Don't let him convince you. I don't know. Was he trying to? I don't think you're convincing anything of that. And she's talking about. Hold on.
I know.
Is it that bad that it needs to be bulldozed?
I don't think, no, just lots of repairs, like major
repairs. Okay. She's talking about, I go, well, they could dump money into it. And she's like, no, it just needs to be bulldozed. And I'm like, can you stop that? Okay. Hold on.
It's a source of pain for her family.
Yeah, very much so.
She probably wants to just get rid of it.
She does. Well, she's talking about being like in a not so decent neighborhood or something like that, or it's I have no idea. She's talking about like, oh, the neighborhood, like people wouldn't want to live in it or something. And she's talking about how, hold on. She puts me in this home. It's a 1-story home, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She puts me in this. I was like, what does it look like? And she puts me in this home and I look up and it's like low ceiling. So I know it's not a 2-story. And she goes, hold on. What are you doing now? Everything is dark. Everything is dark. The kitchen is dark. Everything is dark in this home that I'm in right now. It's either like just the light would be dark. She's like, I can't believe I lived in there. And I don't know why she couldn't believe that was her little home for forever. Like that was her thing, you know? She had a lot of good times here. We had a lot of good times here. She goes, I'm not worried about it now. I'm not worried about it now. Hang on. Why is your mother being ridiculous over it or something? She said her mother's being ridiculous over it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. He's talking about selling it, splitting the money, and doing whatever you want to do. Sell it, split the money, do whatever you want to do. Like that. I'm like, okay. Hold on. Did she pass in the house?
Not her house, but my mom's.
Okay, perfect. Okay. She goes, she's talking about, I asked her how she died. She goes, I died in the house. And I was like, okay, that's very legit. Hold on. She didn't get to tell her daughter how much she loved her, though. She loves the piss out of her. I don't know what's going on with like being incoherent or something like that. I don't know what. It's, people are like standing around looking at her like she's a freaking sideshow. They're like, people were standing around looking at me like I was a sideshow. I'm like, okay.
She told us she didn't want us to watch her like the Vivaldi.
Yeah.
She's like, it's not a Vivaldi.
Really? Okay, yeah. She's like, they don't ever talk about that. Like standing like, ugh, why are they doing that? It's a Vivaldi. Okay, it's interesting because I listen to Vivaldi on my headset all the time. That's literally what I listen to while I channel. Winter Sonata. Hold on. She said, God, I was hurting, you know. God, I was hurting, you know. I don't know why. What didn't get me? Did she end up having cancer on top of everything too? Like, what's up with her? Like, what didn't get her? It's like an array of everything.
Yeah, weird. I mean, her body was just shutting down.
Okay, so she was just like naturally old. Okay. She's like, what didn't get me? I'm like, oh shit. She's talking about, you know, that you have my stubbornness. I'm like, oh,
definitely.
My stubbornness. Hold on. Okay, did you get her jewelry? She says, and honey, you don't have to wear it. And so you have it on.
She wouldn't let her body leave the house without me taking it.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. She's like, she has my jewelry. I was like, really? She was like, she doesn't have to wear all of it.
I love it. I wear her jewelry every freaking day. I took a ton of jewelry. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. But she likes you. She says, good man. Hold on. Thank you for, it's like, okay, so this is going to be very deep. She says, like, thank you for saving my granddaughter. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know. Yeah. Let's keep that there. Yeah. She keeps, I'm guessing you fatten him up. Okay. And I'm not saying you're fat, but she comes over and she like gets with you and she goes. And so I'm like, okay, good. It's okay. I made my husband gain 55 pounds and y'all know it. So,
yeah, definitely.
It's a thing. I have Crohn's. It doesn't hit me. It all just comes out. Why do you think I'm skinny? That's my, wait. Lovely. She keeps saying like lovely couple. Oh God. She's just, I have my fight. You feel the difference? Like your grandmother is like, yeah, and like spicy and intense and lovey. And this woman is like, she's great. Like, cause she's in heaven. She's good. She says, did I leave them enough money? She says, nobody, she said, did I leave them enough money? Did I leave them enough money? No, I didn't leave them enough, but I don't think you could ever have enough money like that. And I'm like, okay. So it's like probably like her tiny, she probably had like a tiny little settlement or something like that. I don't know. And she's talking about how wasting it away on frivolous things. So like either we spent it wrong or they spent it wrong or something. I don't know. She's a very frugal woman, but she likes to be beautiful. She likes to be perfect. She likes her nails done and everything like that. She keeps commenting on this. She keeps commenting on like how her hair is done now. She keeps commenting on how she's saying, I was part of the old group. I'm a lady through and through. I'm like, I know. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. So yeah, know that Barbara's in your kitchen. Know that when that happens, know that your grandmother hangs out with you. Okay, yours over here. And then know that she's definitely around you a lot too. And my God, these people love you. So if y'all don't make it, I don't have faith in humanity anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, in closing, if I didn't have another session, I'd just stay here for another hour. Love you guys. But do y'all have any questions or anything for me or for them or anything?
I'd like to know if my grandma Jenny or Virginia, if she's with my uncle Ricky and how that's going.
Hang on. Was Ricky a scoundrel?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm sorry, that's a very random word. I go, are you with Uncle Ricky? I said, that's great. She goes, that's scoundrel. I was like, okay. So apparently she's met him. And he's still a scoundrel. I don't know what's going on with that, but it almost feels like it would make her pull her hair out in a way. Oh my God. She says like, God has to take care of all of us, like sarcasm. So insert that in. God has to take care of all of us like that. And I'm like, oh my God. So bless his soul, when he died, we lost a funny man. So he's funny. So no, she loves him. Yeah, she's seen him. She's been with him. When they start talking about him, yeah, wait. He was married? Uncle Ricky was married? Okay. She says like, and then the wife is still alive, correct? Yes. He keeps talking about, tell the wife I got him. Tell the wife I got him. Oh, he has the kids too. Hang on. She says, big old family up here waiting for you, but not yet. I don't know what's going on with his wife. I don't know what the depression part sets in and stuff like that. I don't know. She's talking to him. Big old family up here for you, but not yet. And so for me, that means like either she's,
yeah.
So yeah, what I want you all to do is I'll send you this recording tomorrow morning. I'm up at 6, so I'll probably have it to you by 7, so 5 o'clock your time. And then what I want you to do is I want you all both to take a couple of minutes when we get off here, and I want you to either have a good breather for 30 seconds, or I want you to have a good ugly cry. Both of those are great releases. And then tonight, before you go to bed, when phones are down and you're laying down and you're trying to figure out how to go to sleep, I want you to go through and I want you to tell each and every single one of them that you love them and thank you. Okay.
Will do.
And then if you have any questions for me or if you need me again, feel free to email me. I will get back to you that day. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love you guys. This is a fabulous experience.
Love you, girl. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, y'all.